What's up guys, this is Tom from Tom Builds Stuff. I wanted to make a quick video on how to coil guy lines for tents, tarps, and canopies. If you do any camping, work with canopies or tarps, you might have a lot of these 1/8 inch or so thick ropes, maybe even paracord, that you want to be ready to work with when you need it, and you know they get tangled up pretty easily. If you just stuff them in a sack or something, they'll just become a tangled mess, and it's going to take longer to untangle them than it is to just wrap them up properly in the first place. So like when I go camping or whenever I'm using paracord, I'll take the time to wrap it up, and that way the next time I'm setting up camp, everything goes really smoothly. And it doesn't take a long time. And with the method I'm going to show you, it goes really quick. You don't really need to think about it. You just start with your cord, and you're gonna have to pick an end. And in some cases, the decision on which end to pick is going to be pretty easy. You're generally going to start at the end that's attached to something. So if this end was attached to the rainfly on a tent, I would start here. For example, this rope has a plastic tensioner on one end, and that means if I'm working with this rope, I might want this non-tensioned end free, so I can start tying that off first before I start doing anything with the other end, which means I'm going to start with the opposite end of the one I want to start, which means the tensioner end. But it really doesn't matter. You could pick any end. What you do is you just grab your rope between your thumb and your forefinger like this, just to hold it. And like I said, if this was attached to something, then you'll just hold your thumb up close to the tent or the canopy or what have you. And then you'll go over your pinky, and you have your pinky sticking up a little bit. It's kind of like I have my fingers curved a little bit, just a little bit, so to make things easier. And then I'll go over my thumb, then up over my pinky, over my thumb again, over thumb, over pinky, over thumb, and you'll see it's crisscrossing here. And I think this is what keeps it from tangling up. So we go over, 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 over. You can do this really fast. And then when you get to about a foot, maybe 2 feet left, you'll grab it by the center and pull it off of your fingers. Now we have the free end coming down, and then about an inch in, wherever it's comfortable to grab with your thumb, just hold that down, hold that free end down against the bundle, and then come across, wrap it around the top of that to lock it in, and then come down again, keep everything tight, and now you could just wind it up in neat rows. Going down. Keep it nice and tight. Pull it tight as you come around. Okay, and then especially towards the end, we want to be tight. Now, what I just did there, I'm getting to the end of the rope. I got maybe 8 inches there. I catch a loop with my thumb, and then when I bring up the free end, I'll pass a loop underneath there, then grab it, and then pull it tight. That way I still have this free end here. It's like a slip knot, so when I need it, I could just pull it out, and then this unwraps pretty easily, but I still have this kind of bundled up, and I can tie this off, make a bowline in a grommet or something like that, and then keep unwinding, and then once we get to this area, it just comes apart really easily. It doesn't get tangled up like other ways might get tangled up. Alright, let's do it one more time. This time I'll do it from the free end. And like I said, this is what it might look like if you were working with a canopy guy line or a tent guy line. You just grab it between your thumb and index finger, go over your pinky, over your thumb, over your pinky, over your thumb, over your pinky, over your thumb, and just crisscrossing. And it's a very easy motion to do, and it goes really quickly. When you're standing and you're not surrounded by computer stuff, And then when I have about, I don't know, maybe a little less than 2 feet, I don't know, it's whatever you want to do. You could just loop around a few times and that's all you really need. So then again, this free end is coming down. I'm holding it with my thumb and I go around once, nice and tight, and then over the top of that first loop so that it locks it in. Then I'll start coming down and wrap each row, just wind it down over the bundle. Okay, and this time we have the tensioner end here, and just catch it with my thumb. Same thing, loop it through, and you're done. And that's nice and tight. Will stay like that until you pull this free end out. And let's see if we could show that. This is right here, this is a loop that makes like the slip knot, and then you just pull that out. It's a good way to just keep your rope organized so that it's easy to access. Hope this helps.